Big news coming in. Union Minister S. Jaishankar meets with Maldives President Muizu. Muizu's and Modi's exchange of words and pleasantries at the oath-taking ceremony was also witnessed. Maldives President Muizu meets with Prime Minister Modi and S. Jaishankar. In fact, Prime Minister Modi now back at work, engaging with Maldives President Muizu right after the oath-taking ceremony. We believe that he has met with S. Jaishankar as well and the Prime Minister, both now sharing pleasantries and discussing with the Maldives President Muizu. Remember, this comes in the backdrop of all that verbal duel between the two countries, especially after Maldivian MP criticized India on some levels. The relations between the two countries did turn sour, but trust India to better relations, a quick turnaround. We see India being graceful enough to invite the Maldivian President Muizu. He quickly accepted the invitation to be part of the oath-taking ceremony, has arrived into India, and now India speaks business with Maldives. As we see, Muizu and Prime Minister Modi exchanged pleasantries just last evening at the oath-taking ceremony as well, images of which we did beam for you, and those are what you see on our screens as well. And now we hear he's meeting with Union Minister S. Jaishankar, and at this point, there seems to be discussions, business going forward. Let me cut across to Shiv Arur, joining us live from the newsroom. Shiv, while on in fact, briefly we saw India's relations with Maldives quite sore, but India was quick to turn around. First of all, sent out aid to Maldives when they were in trouble, and now we see the development here. Muizu is landed up as part of the oath-taking ceremony here of Prime Minister Modi, and he's now involved in business conversations with India. What more do we know?
Very, very true, Nabila. You know, these images are proof once again, that diplomacy and relations between countries, go beyond minor flare-ups. They certainly go beyond, trolling and social media anger. But the ugly flare-up that took place last year between Maldives and India on the back of some ugly comments by Maldivian ministers under President Muizu were very much in keeping with President Muizu's party, which had basically come to power with the campaign asking India to get out from Maldives. So it goes beyond just, the body language. But what the body language last night and today show is that the relationship between India and Maldives goes beyond just the immediate political relationship. They have a long relationship. The Maldives is dependent on India in great measure for a huge number of things, from from healthcare to tourism to many other elements of economic support, and it's a two-way street. And therefore, the kind of bonhomie you're seeing between Prime Minister Modi and President Muizu yesterday at the swearing-in, then at the Rashtrapati Bhavan banquet, today with the former External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, and with the Prime Minister, just shows that an effort is probably being made to send out a message about the government's neighborhood first policy. Remember that among the neighbors who were invited, Maldives was among them. There had been some trepidation over whether Maldives would be invited, given the kind of bad blood that existed diplomatically. But this is only proof that, bad blood is temporary. It can always be transcended by, revived relations, new relations. The new Sarkar clearly is going to be keeping neighborhood first as its main policy. So I'm not surprised at all to see this. And also remember, Nabila, as one last point, while there may have been barbs and ugly things said between both sides, when the incident happened, backdoor diplomacy, things that happen off camera have been steadily going on. As you rightly said, aid was sent to Maldives, not very long ago. Many other elements of support have also been sent to Maldives. So this is a relationship that is definitely on the repair track.
Well, in fact, Muizu, just when he was invited, an invitation was sent out to him to be part of the oath-taking ceremony. He said he'd be honored to be part of it. And this, we can assume, Shiv, it came on the sidelines of his own people, citizens of Maldives, who urged the government to make good with India. In fact, Maldivians weren't really happy with the words said by one of their MPs, because India is their largest market, the number one most number of tourists who go into Maldives are Indians. So that kind of business through tourism that comes in through India doesn't seem like their own citizens are very happy with Moizu. And the moment he landed at the oath-taking ceremony, we believe he sat right next to Prime Minister Modi. Those are images we're also flashing on our screens here. Moizu right next to Prime Minister Modi. They had a long chat right on the dinner table after the oath-taking as well.
Very true. There was an immediate effect to that diplomatic spat between the two sides, Nabila. India, which happens to have enjoyed the position of being the largest contributor of tourists to Maldives for, many years together, for more than a decade, for the first time, it slipped from that #1 position. And there was total panic and horror in Maldives, because if Indian tourists really decide en masse to not go to Maldives and go instead to other countries like Vietnam or Philippines or Thailand, which have actually sniffed an opportunity to make it easier to welcome tourists turning away from Maldives, then it's going to spell disaster. Maldives is almost entirely dependent for its economy on tourists, and a large part of that on the Indian inflow of tourists. So I'm not surprised at all that there was an immediate backlash, a huge amount of panic. There was a local domestic kind of uprising against the government, especially from business chambers, tourism bodies, etc., saying, you can have your politics, but you're affecting our livelihoods. And it literally happened. That's the reason why there were travel delegations from Maldives that came to India to try and repair those, frayed nerves, try to calm, travel agents and booking agents here in India to try and encourage more people to go to Maldives. So perhaps these pictures of President Moizu sitting with the Prime Minister, the body language very, very positive, radiating some kind of a friendship, hopefully for the future, will, I guess, begin to see more tourists going back to the Maldives.
Right. Shiv, a quick word on Maldives also asking India to withdraw its troops by the month of March itself. Has that gone forward? Has India responded to that? What more do we know on those lines?
Yes, all military presence, support presence of all kinds, whether it is training or support military presence, have all been withdrawn from Maldives. India met the deadline long before the deadline expired. I think the end of March was that deadline that the Maldives had put in. But that already had an effect, Nabila. Very ironically, helicopters that had been provided to the Maldives, could no longer be flown by local Maldivian pilots, because the military trainers who were supposed to train the Maldivian police, they had to be pulled out as well. So training curriculums got affected because of this political policy asking the Indian military to get out. It has actually cost law enforcement in Maldives. So all of these are fallout effects of, rash political decisions. Let's remember that the decisions taken by the President Moizu dispensation in Maldives are because of Chinese pressure. China basically practically funded Moizu's entire election. That's the reason why it had a very strident get out India, war cry to come to power in that particular election. But Maldives is obviously seeing the writing on the wall. It's in the Indian Ocean, right in India's neighborhood, and it cannot alienate its big brother. It's as simple as that, and that's what you're seeing manifested in these pictures now.
All right, Shiv, thanks very much for joining us on that. We see Maldivian President Moizu says that he's honored to be part of the oath-taking ceremony, seated right next to Prime Minister Modi at the oath-taking last evening, had dinner with Modi, had a long-drawn chat, and today, back in business, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar is at this point having a business conversation with Moizu, all the more signaling towards the fact that relations between India and Maldives seem to have come to track.